that Vince Russo is just trying to join the walls of Dana. Nah.
All right, let's talk about Cora Jade and Dana Brooke. Did you watch it?
I did, and this match was bad.
It was awful. There was points where Cora Jade was like slow walking into Dana Brooke's arms so she could slowly slam her down. But I'm not surprised. Dana Brooke has always been awful. She's never been good. From the time she debuted in NXT years ago, she was awful. She's had a good look. That's about it.
Yeah, she doesn't bring much to the table.
No, she never has. She had arms and she was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, I mean, and I again, I'm not gonna. Oh, that wrestling match. I'm not gonna get you in there, but the match was bad. Let's forget the fact that at one point Dana physically points to tell Jade where to go. Let's forget about that. And then the knee thing. She's selling this injury.
She was injured to the point where they had to stop her from competing and take her to a medical facility, Vince. But then she wrestles for another 10 minutes after that. And then she does moves that includes lifting Cora Jade off of her feet.
Her little handstand shit.
I don't think she did the handstand stuff after her knee buckled.
Well, it got so bad to the point where when she was injured, you got the fans chanting "na na 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 goodbye." That's one, and then two, when she was in the single leg crab, they were chanting "tap out." By the way, she's supposed to be the face of this whole thing.
Right. She's nothing but an enhancement talent at this point.
She's even worse than that. Like, she went down to NXT and can't even beat the NXT talent.
She's featured. She's a veteran that helps the younger wrestlers get to where they need to be at this point because she doesn't have the main roster chops.
Yeah, she's a jobber.
She's an enhancement. She's just there to help make other wrestlers look good. It's important.
Well, I mean, she could be better at it.
Yeah, she definitely could do that.
And again, forget the wrestling part of it. I say her character, there's nothing there either. Like, what's her character? She's buff. She did take to Twitter on all this after her match because it was that bad. And she tweeted, "All right, I get it. Y'all think I suck. Got it. Noted. Awesome." And that was the tweet.
Well, we would expect you to have a little bit more pride in what you put out there for millions of people to consume and get better. You've been doing this for fucking 10 years, bitch. Do fucking better.
Exactly. And you know this was just her fishing for fan support. Oh, I'm so terrible. So that everybody can jump on and like, no, you're not. You're the greatest. And Vince Russo, of all the people, responded, and he was positive about this. He said, and this was his response to her, "Don't listen to these ass clowns. They have no idea what you're up against. Not even knowing you, I can tell you're one of those special people who just try to be the best you can every day." That says nothing about your wrestling ability, but that's here nor there. There's only one person you have to make proud, and you're doing that. God bless. That's what Vince Russo said. And obviously, you can tell that Vince Russo is just trying to join the walls of Dana. Nah. Like, he saw that as his chance to get in. He's over here trying to get in there.
Either that or he's had her on the podcast and they're friendly. He does that. I mean, whatever. She might be able to use both her left and right turn signal, and she might give a little bit extra in that collection plate. That's great. But if I'm watching 3 hours of a shitty wrestling show and she's part of it, I mean, you gotta call it like it is. You know what? Later on SmackDown, you'll be pleasantly surprised on who I praise. So it's up to Dana Brooke to entertain. And I'm tired of these motherfuckers not being able to take criticism. Like, how are you going to show yourself half naked on TV week in and week out, but you can't take that you suck?
Yeah. And what's more, these stupid professional wrestlers, that they always give, like Mickie James, right? She also comments. She says that basically, in a nutshell, these people that are criticizing you, they don't have the talent to do it themselves, or they've never been through it themselves. All they can do is be keyboard warriors or talk about it on their podcasts and think they have a valuable opinion. She did say that.
You're goddamn right, Mickey. Why don't you go wrestle in some mud?
And you know,
something to talk about.
There's always this little narrative that, oh, unless you do it yourself, you can't criticize, which is the most ridiculous argument of all. All the wrestlers who say this is just ridiculous.
I cannot sing the opera, but if somebody sings it poorly, you're goddamn right. I'm going to be able to say that they cannot sing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, just because you can't do it, you can tell when it's bad.
I'm the fan. I'm the consumer. I'm the one that says whether or not your shit stinks, not you.
Yeah, so like me, I'm a Cowboys fan. I watch the Cowboys weekly. I can tell that Tony Pollard is a little bit more productive at this stage in his career than Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I'm not a professional running back, nor have I ever been a professional running back, but I do have eyes and I can tell these things. I can tell Dak Prescott is not the quarterback that's going to get us to the Super Bowl. I can just tell that. I don't need to be a professional quarterback to know this information. I can tell you that Jordan Love is going to be out of the league in 2 years. I can tell you this information. And again, I'm not a professional myself, but I still have eyes. I still watch the game. You know, Stephen A. Smith, he never played in the NFL. He can criticize it. Skip Bayless, I'm pretty sure he never played. He can talk about it. Colin Cowherd, he can talk about it. Oh, also there's women who talk about the NFL and they're women, so obviously they've never played, but they can tell when someone's good and someone's bad.
Yeah.
You got female coaches in the NFL and in the NBA, but they're women. They don't know anything about the game because, you know, they never did it themselves.
That's what being a fan is. You can tell good stuff from bad stuff.
Yeah, if you've watched something all of your life, you can tell. You've seen so many people come through.
Right.
I can watch a movie and tell it's bad, but I'm not a screenwriter, so,
Nope.
You know.
Oh, these days, you might be able to be.
Well, you know, maybe I'll put that on the back burner.
Yeah. Let's get to 400 first.
Yeah. I was saying, you don't have to be a professional in a craft or have done it before to be able to see that something's amiss.
Yeah, I agree.
So this whole narrative from these ex-professional wrestlers that are all now doing podcasts, and they're probably just upset because these people who weren't in the business are doing a lot better than them podcast wise. They get more views, they have more subscribers, probably bringing a lot more money. They're just mad because these people are taking our money. They should just be listening to us because we were in the business.
A lot of them hate Dave Meltzer for that.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway,
I mean, there's other reasons, but they hate him for that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. Think we got our clip.